A lot of the discussion has focused on home rule, over exactly how much right does D.C. have to govern itself. For many of the folks we caught up with, this really is a bigger fight than just a missed paycheck. Council members, they are going one by one, deciding on their final votes on this bill.
Would any of this impact D.C. on a local level?
Well, in terms of D.C.'s local government, no. And that's because of a D.C. law that separates the local government from the federal government. For Republicans, they're still confident that Donald Trump is going to come out on top. A lot of the talks today focused on the ongoing federal surge and the National Guard presence. We did catch up with some students a little bit earlier. They have been here about 5 days now. Just take a look at all of these tents. We've had dozens of students camping out. Now, for the president's take, he would not commit to requiring that all workers get back pay.
It is 3:24.
Groups of furloughed workers snake through the hallways.
7:03.
Going from Senate office to Senate office, putting their 2 cents in, even without a paycheck.
I suspect they're used to hearing from federal employees in that office.
David Casterly works over at the Department of Labor. Well, when there's not a government shutdown, that is.
Well, I thanked them for Senator Warner staying the course and for holding the line on a continuing resolution, one that'll fully fund the services that federal employees work for.
For David, his fight is about protecting affordable health care, about protecting public services he considers vital. Same for Monica Gorman.
We took an oath to support and defend the Constitution and to well and faithfully execute the duties of our office. So we want to be able to continue doing that work, and we want to see Congress protecting that work for the long term.
It's bigger than these people's paychecks, even as the White House has called back pay for furloughed employees into question.
There's some people that really don't deserve to be taken care of, and we'll take care of them in a different way.
But today, House Speaker Mike Johnson said they should be paid.
It has always been the case, that is tradition, and I think it is statutory law that federal employees be paid, and that's my position.
I call on you today to put people over politics.
Meanwhile, the heads of several labor unions are calling on Congress to end the shutdown now. They don't want to wait any longer.
This is not a shutdown. This is a shakedown, okay? And people need to realize that, and the Congress need to realize that, and get that act together and get their job done, because we're going to do ours.
Union leaders say they're helping federal employees where they can, letting them know about grants and loans they're eligible for in the meantime.
Okay, ma'am. Chocolate milkshake.
Workers at Pete Steiner are used to keeping busy. It's been open since 1969, serving no-fuss breakfast and lunch.
Yes, this is a large lunch rush, usually like we pack.
Normally, but now there's more empty seats.
It's already very quiet.
Gum Tong took over the diner more than 20 years ago.
We barely able to survive through the COVID time, and now it's more shut down again. It's really hard for the business.
Businesses near federal buildings who rely on the steady lunch rush.
We're already seeing a little bit of a cutoff of business.
Down the street at Tune In, it's a similar picture.
Yesterday was slow. It was pretty much a ghost town on the Hill.
These restaurants are no stranger to shutdowns. That doesn't make it any easier, though.
A lot of essential people are still working. The police officer is still around, and then they know Pete for a long time. So they still have some people working that's coming for breakfast, but it's like cut to more than half.
Okay, mi amor, dos. Two steak and cheese.
Gracias.
Gum is hoping things get back to normal soon.
So we just try to go to and see how it goes.
And of all the restaurants we caught up with today, just one told us it's business as usual.
Good morning.
A packed class of post-grads.
We're going to be talking about government shutdown, so any of you who are here to discuss molecular biology, that's next door, so you're in the wrong room.
A moment of levity on a topic that's anything but.
Nobody wants to not be able to pay their bills.
Dijon Roll is a furloughed federal worker.
Nathan, where are you from?
Everyone here is impacted by changes to the federal government, from the ongoing shutdown to DOGE cuts.
We just kept thinking this can't possibly happen.
Kara George worked for the now dismantled USAID. She's among the nearly 600 people who signed up for free classes at American University on topics ranging from politics to AI.
They can learn something, they can think about professional development, if they want to think about career transitions, and then it's also an opportunity for networking and meeting new people.
I'm a planner, and I know you can't plan everything, but I think with this, just knowing how do I show up for myself, how do I show up financially.
She says it's been challenging to navigate at times.
I think there have been moments where I have cried, but I recognize too it is okay to feel what I need to feel because I care about the work that I do. I care about my colleagues.
She's taking in what she can today, preparing for whatever's next.
I have no control. If I'm let go, but I know when I leave, I have done the absolute best I could do.
Some council members traded the Wilson Building for Capitol Hill today to plead their case for the district, urging Congress not to reduce their spending levels.
These are devastating cuts that would happen, and I think, frankly, a lot of members of Congress probably just don't even realize what they may be voting on, taking $1 billion out of the budget.
They're concerned about ramifications.
Very scary. It would be devastating, the impact for our city, for our residents, cuts to police, fire, teachers. We got to make sure we're talking to these members and fighting for D.C.
Council members Charles Allen and Robert White joined 4 of their colleagues. They want lawmakers to know the district operates like a state, not a federal agency, which means holding them to 2024 spending levels doesn't save federal dollars, as the vast majority of the district's budget is taxpayer dollars. First, the council members went to the House Speaker's office in the Cannon Building. They were there just minutes before they were sent on their way. Then they walked over to the Rayburn Building, to D.C. Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes Norton's office. A staffer there led them through the tunnel to the Capitol Building, where they tried to get the House Speaker again.
Really want to clear out, but 2 minutes with somebody for the sake of 700,000 people.
But take 2 came up empty.
There's a lot at stake. 2 minutes is not a lot to ask for such a tremendous impact on D.C. residents, public safety, schools.
District officials say 10 agencies, including police, fire, public schools, and the Metro, make up 70% of their local funds budget. Such a large cut so late in the fiscal year would mean large cuts to those agencies.
It just locks up our tax revenue that our taxpayers paid in a bank account. And we won't be able to spend it to deliver services. And more than that, it will force firing of police officers, firefighters, teachers. It'll have a devastating impact.
And earlier today, I reached out to the House Appropriation Committee Chairman's office for his response to the bill and to council members' concerns here. I haven't heard back yet, though. It's been a few hours. I'll let you know if we do.